Yogi, welcome to today's sequence. Today's flow is part of a series, so it's a shorter sequence which ultimately builds up to a bit of a bigger sequence, an hour-long flow. And the aim of these flows is to really encourage the mind to ground into the present moment. And we'll do this through our physical practice. So it's a full body, mind, and body flow, and we'll begin in a seated posture today. Grab a hold of blocks if you've got them, and we'll come and take a seat. Bring your hand towards your heart and your belly, drop your shoulders away from the ears, and then just focus on the alignment in the body, so lengthening up the way through the spine. And we'll start with a few deep breaths in the nose and out the nose. Inhale and exhale. Igniting your ujjayi breath. Constrict the back of the throat. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, sweep your fingers up high. Look up towards your thumbs. Lower your right hand towards the right side of your body. Reach tall for your left fingers and sway to the right. You can drop the right palm, maybe have a little dip in the right elbow, and notice the alignment of the shoulder here. So we want to keep it nice and open. Exhale. As you take another breath in, reach further, and then exhale, begin to cactus and pinch the elbow towards the side of the waist. Inhale to reach through the fingers, and again, exhale, pinch. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more to inhale. And exhale. Lower the left hand down, reach the right arm up, float it over the ear, breathe in. Again, exhale, pinch. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pinch. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, breathe in. And exhale. All the way up, float the fingers to the mat. Pop the block off, out the way of underneath the bum. Staying in this seated pose, we'll go ahead and bring our hands behind the back of our hips. Have it so your fingers are pointing forward and the heel of your palm presses down. Start to draw your shoulders back and then feel a puff of your heart. So as you draw your shoulders in, you lift your chest up. And we can hang out here for a few breaths, just focusing on that nice curvature, awakening in the spine through the central and frontal part of our body. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, see if you can pop your hips up. Now you want to thrust your hips up to the sky and lift the chin away from the chest. Continue to breathe and remain expansive across your heart. And exhale, lower your bum to your mat. Take your arms out wide and then drop the palms down to round through the upper back. Come on back up. You can walk the hands back, hands release behind the hips. Give yourself a little bit of space here away from the back body, and then lift the chest, lift the bum if it's an option. Pull the heart, increase the back bend. And come on down. Release the fingers out in front of you. Focus on the round to counter pose. Walk it on back. One last time. Bring it back. Lift it up if it's an option. Lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Hold the breath. And exhale, come on down. Final round to release. Walk it back one step at a time. Okay, from seated on the bum, we'll just take the legs nice and long. Bend your right knee and then cup your fingers over the top of your foot and then lift your foot up. So you want to focus on drawing the knee towards the chest and give that knee, that leg a little shimmy side to side. Wake it up. And pause, look forwards over your big toe. Your left hand reaches and crosses over the outside of your right foot. Right hand presses behind you. Lift to lengthen, elongate through your spine, and twist to exhale. Option to kick the foot into the hand. And really finding that awareness, so tuning in with how the pose feels. That's what yoga is all about, having that understanding of how each pose affects our body in different ways. And then knowing when the sensation might be a little bit overwhelming, a little bit too much, knowing when to back off, bend the knee if it's needed. Bring it back forwards, bend the knee, drop the foot to the mat. Bend that left knee, grip the fingers around the toes, lift it up, give it a little wiggle, side to side, and pause. Left hand behind your hip, right hand to the left side of your foot. Press through the back palm to lengthen through your spine, inhale. and twist back. Take an exhalation, look over your shoulder. Option to straighten, bringing that fresh prana, that energy, blood flow as it rushes to your veins, replenishing your whole body with life. And bring it back. Okay, rebend into that left, straighten into the left leg rather, bend into your right knee. Okay, now start to straighten your right leg. So don't worry about getting that right leg super straight. Remember, tuning back in with how the pose feels and finding that understanding of how each pose affects us. Maybe bring the head a little closer to the knee if you want more. And slowly bend, release, take it on the other side, left knee bends, straighten your left leg. And let it go. Shimmy your legs around. We'll hop straight into plank pose, so step it back, 1 foot at a time. Spread, and then lift the hips all the way from back, breathe out. Pedal into it, 1 heel at a time. Outwardly expand into the down dog. So feel a lift from the legs, the thigh bones, as they draw the hips back, and then press the ground away energetically. Root down through your hands. Roll your shoulders. Relax your head. Maybe give it a little wobble side to side. Soften the face. Lift the heels. Make your way forwards. Bend the knees a whole lot. Pull your body forwards. And bring in some more awareness, some more activation into the legs. See if you can rock the weight a little bit more onto the tips of your toes here. And then just notice how this affects the backs of the legs and also the front of the body and the torso area. So see if you can elongate through your torso, lengthen through the midsection of the body. Again, you can give the head a little wobble, up and down, side to side. 1 fluid inhale to draw yourself up. Sweep your arms up, look up. And exhale, fall down. Again, inhale, draw yourself up, arms up, and exhale. 1 more, inhale, wake the body up, and exhale. As you inhale, come all the way up. This time, keep straight legs as you come down into Uttanasana. Remember, you can have a soft bend in the knees, don't worry about locking the legs out. Halfway, take an inhalation, bend the knees through to plank pose, and we'll take a vinyasa. Drop those knees if you need, exhale. Through to cobra or up dog. Draw your shoulders back. Lift your gaze high. And then come to downward facing dog. 5 rounds of breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift your hips. And 5. Send the awareness, the gaze right out in front of you. Lift your heels up high, bend your knees, and then softly step to the top of your mat. Take a flat back to take an inhale, and exhale to come on down. All the way up. Inhale, get you there, arms reach up. Urdhva Hastasana, lower your hands to your heart, and exhale by the side of your body. Breathe in, lift the fingers up. Exhale, straight to the mat. Halfway, take an inhalation, look right ahead of you. Bend the knees, back to plank, through to downward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back to the sky. Breathe out. From downward dog, lift your heels, roll along the length of the spine, coming towards plank pose. Bend the knees, let's hover them. 5, keep the core active. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, we take a breath out to lower the knees. Step your right toes back, pivot from your left toes to use the foot as a kickstand and roll the right shoulder over, away from the ear. Pick up your right leg, flex your right toes, bend into your right knee and grab a hold of the outside of your foot. If you can't reach the foot, no biggie, just focus on bending and reaching back. Use a strap or a dressing gown robe if you've got it. Once you've gripped the foot, I'd like you to kick the foot into the hand to experience a bit of a back bend. Again, notice that sensation in the back body, the front of the body, the hip, the shoulder. Finding your sweet spot so you can balance here without falling back. Release the foot, reach the arm over the ear, Inhale to point the right toes to lift the right heel away from the mat. As you exhale, bring your right toes forward. Bring it back, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Go for one more, breathe in. And then take it back. Lower your right foot, right side of the foot towards the mat. And as you connect with the palm of the foot, pause here to reach, to stretch that nice lateral stretch. Maybe the left knee picks up towards the belly button and the left toes kick out to straighten. Hold. Bring it back in. Lower the knee to the mat. Open the chest one more time. Inhale. And then step back to Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, lift your chest, your heart. And take it to downward facing dog. Big breath out of the mouth. Lift the heels as you look forward, bend the knees, step, hop, float or jump. Feet and then knees connect. Sink the bum back to the heels. Sweep the fingers loud and lift them up high. Tuck your tailbone to engage your abs. Lower your hands to your heart and take a swift twist to the right. Elbow outside the knee if you can ground it there. Breathe in as you twist a little deeper. Exhale, sink the weight to the heels. Inhale, pull your chest towards the front, look forwards. And exhale, twist to the left. Option to drop the elbow to the knee. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, bring it back. Reach the fingers towards the mat, then lift them up towards the sky. As you press through the feet, come to straighten the legs and draw your right knee in towards your belly button. Bring your hands towards your heart and then swing your right leg back to come into a warrior three. Bend the front knee, drop your back toes and your back heel to the mat and inhale to raise your fingers up to the sky. Bring your hands back towards your heart, pop off your back toes to raise your right leg, flex the toes. Bend the front knee, drop the back toes, the back heel, and again inhale, lift it up. Hands to the heart, push back, straighten. One last time, inhale, lift the arms up into warrior three. As you pop that back heel up, bend into both knees, the feet and the knees connect. Again, lift up and out of the waist and bring your arms up to the sky as you inhale, look to your thumbs. Step your feet out wide, pivot your toes out, draw your heels in and sink your bum all the way down towards the mat on the exhalation into Malasana Yogi Squat. Get as low as you can. Bring your thumbs close towards your heart space and keep your gaze forwards. Lower the hands towards the mat. We're coming all the way onto the bum now. So one hand forwards and then one hand back. And then drop your bum back. Bring your feet, your knees to touch, hands to the backs of the legs. Lift up from your chest so your lower back doesn't dump. And lean back. A little bit of ab work in Navasana. Pop the toes up. Stay supported with the hands. Want to take it up a notch. Release the hands. Palms face one another. Hold for 5. Keep that chest lifted. 4. Keep the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the chest, roll back, all the way back onto the bum. Pop those feet up, let's go again, lift the chest. 5, keep breathing. 4, in and out the nose. 3, use that ujjayi. 2, and 1. Knees to the chest, rock back. One last time, pop those feet up, 1 foot at a time, lean back, release. 5, 4, reach through the fingers. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your feet down. Keep your left knee bent, but pick your right foot up, creating a cup with the hands. And we straighten the right leg. Flex the toes. Focus on drawing the leg closer towards the face and breathe into that hamstring stretch. With control, release the right foot and hover the heel away from the mat. Fingers are going to press outside the hips. Now this is a little bit of a tricky transition. We're kind of lifting up into a bit of a pistol squat and then swinging a leg. So I'll demo it both ways, the hard way first, and then the slightly easier way the second time. Pop the bum off the mat if you can. See if you can swing your right leg underneath you and point your right toes back into supported warrior 3. If you're not quite there yet, drop your right foot down. Use your hands to lift your hips. Straighten your legs into Uttanasana and then raise the leg. So we're all in supported warrior 3. Bend the left knee so that the right toes and the right heel can find the mat. Just like before, inhale, reach your arms up into warrior 1. Bring your hands to your heart, lift your back heel and push off your back toes into warrior three, flex. Bend the front knee so the back toes, back heel finds the mat. Bring your arms up to the sky on the inhale, back into warrior three with control, find the balance. Last time to inhale all the way into high lunge, warrior one rather, and as you exhale, bring the arms back behind you like wings, interlace the fingers, puff the chest, and fold, shoulder inside of the knee, humble warrior. And we want to aim to dive as close towards that left big toe as we can get. At the same time, shoulder stretch, knuckles over the head. Breathe in. And exhale with control. Inhale, reach your fingers back up towards the sky. Pull your right hip forward into warrior one. Lower your hands to your heart and rotate from your chest to the left. Options to ground your right elbow just outside your left knee if it's an option. You can stay lifted. An easier option is to bring the knee down to the mat if you're struggling to keep the leg elevated. If you want to take it up a step even further, you can spread the arms. Maybe the hand comes onto a block. Send the arm over the ear or release the hand all the way to the mat. Try and keep the belly lifted away from the thigh and rotate from the chest. With control, wherever we are, make your way back into warrior one. Lift the back knee if it's down, arms up. Hands down towards our mat. Take a big fluid step back and exhale all in one motion to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, upward dog or cobra for the back bend, and downward dog for the exhale. From downward dog, lift the heels, roll, undulate from the length of the spine. Take your time to spinal wave through to plank pose. Spread the shoulders once you're there. Hover the knees. Activate the core. 5, 4, 3. Stay with the breath. 2 and 1. Exhale at the bottom. Release the toes. Step your left toes back and pivot on your right knee so that your right foot comes wide, your left foot grounds. Reach your left arm up and then over the ear. Pull your left shoulder, your left hip open. Inhale to flex the left toes to raise the left leg. Now bend into your left knee so that your heel comes towards your left glutes. See if you can find that left foot with the left fingers. And then again, kick, find the back bend, explore the opening in the chest, the heart, the spine. Finding that sweet spot. Release with control. Left foot in line with hip and lower it all the way down. Stay on the tips of your left toes. Keep your left heel elevated and start to swing the left toes forward. Bring it back. Exhale, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more, breathe in. Exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Lower the left foot towards the mat so it's flat. Press through your right palm. Options to stay here for the stretch. Options to bring your right knee to your belly button and then straighten your right leg. Hold. Strong body, strong mind. Rebend your right knee. Return the foot to the mat. Into high plank we go. Step back. Chaturanga, exhale. Through to up dog cobra, inhale. Back to down dog, exhale. 1 breath. Lift the heels, look forward, bend the knees. Step, hop, float or jump. Feet and knees connect, inner thighs hug. And we sweep it up into chair pose. Inhale, get you there. Sink yourself down. Hands to the heart. As you take a breath out, we twist to the left to begin with. Elbow outside the knee. Pull your right hip back and gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale to bring it back. Twist to the right, drop it down, left elbow outside of right knee, press the lift, rotate from the chest. Lovely, inhale, bring it back, through to chair pose, arms up, left knee towards the belly button, hands to the heart, fluid sweep, left leg moves back, warrior 3, hold. As you bend the right knee, the aim here is to drop the left toes and the left heel and lift the arms up into warrior 1. Inhale, hands to the heart, push off the back toes. Exhale once you arrive in warrior 3. Inhale, raise the arms as you lower the back foot. Back in. Exhale. Through to that warrior 1. Inhale, arms up. Nice. And from warrior 1, come back into warrior 3. And slowly bend the knees to come to find chair pose. Inhale. Through to standing, step the toes out, draw your heels in, bring your hands to your heart. All the way down into yogi squat we go. Exhale. When we get to the bottom, press the lift. Inhale and take another breath out. Fingers forward, fingers back. Drop your bum down. Bring your feet in. Hands to the backs of your legs. Lift up from your chest. Look forward. Lean back. Pop one foot up, then the other. Navasana pose. Core work. Let's release. Arms extend, fingers active. 5. Lift from your lower back. 4. Stay with breath. 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the chest. Take a breather. Roll back. Bring it back up. Pop it up. Release. 5. Look forwards. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the chest. Roll back. Last time Navasana. Let's go. Strong body, strong mind. 5, 4. Use that breath to guide you. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, both feet down. Keep your right knee bent. Pick up your left foot. Okay, bend and then straighten if you can. Keep it slightly bent and focus on drawing the leg towards the face towards the leg. And then flexing the toes. You want to kick your heel up to feel that pull in the entire backside of the leg, from the hamstring towards the calf to the back of the heel. Slowly let go of the foot, but keep it lifted so the thigh stays active, so the heel hovers. Fingers pressed just outside the hips. Connect, root down for your right foot. See if you can elevate your hips. One fluid sweep with the left leg. Into warrior 3. If we're not quite there, again, remember the other option is to ground through the left foot. Use the hands to lift the hips. Straighten the legs to Uttanasana. Then raise the left leg. Hold. Drop your left hip down. Bend your right knee so that your left toes and your left heel ground into high lunge, warrior 1 rather. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Lift the back toes, the back heel. Warrior 3. Back into warrior 1. Drop that back heel. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Through to warrior 3. Balance. And this time as we come into warrior 1, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind like wings. Interlace. Pull the chest through. Dive down to humble warrior. Remember, you want to wiggle your right shoulder inside of your right knee and aim to kiss that big right toe. Inhale, peel yourself back up. Warrior 1. Hands to the heart, rotate to the right, twist. Drop the elbow outside the knee if it's an option. Remember, we can always drop that back knee if we're not quite there. Spread the arms, grab a hold of the block if you want to go even deeper. Lots of options, you can give them a go. Don't worry if they don't work for you, we can take it next time. And with control, back into warrior 1, lift up, inhale, look up, hands down. Take a vinyasa through to your Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, cobra. Downward dog, breathe out. In and out of the nose. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in softly. As you lift the heels up nice and high, roll through the length of your spine. Bend your knees to hover them for 3. For 2, 1. Push the bum back as you straighten the legs. Exhale. Again, inhale, glide the body through. Bend the knees, hold for 3. For 2, and 1. Push back, exhale. Last time, roll through, hover for 3. For 2, and 1. Push back and exhale. This time as you come all the way forward, bend the knees, hover them, and then drop them all the way back down. Walk the hands back so they're underneath your shoulders and point your right toes. Inhale, bend your right knee. You want to point your right toes up to squeeze your right glute, lift your chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your right knee towards your nose. Inhale, point your toes, engage, and exhale. Inhale, remember the core is the back of the body as well as the front of the body. Exhale. Inhale, point, squeeze, and exhale. Last one, breathe in, and tuck it in. Drop your right knee to the mat, point your left toes, engage your left glute, and then inhale, bend the knee, lift the chest, arch through the spine. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale to point to lift, and exhale. Again, inhale, look up, exhale. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, and exhale. Left knee down towards your mat. Step your feet back. Right knee wider than the wrist. Glide your back left toes and your left knee towards the mat. Settle on in. You can stay lifted or come on down towards the back into our sleeping pigeon. Breathe with ease. Notice where you're stiffening, maybe clenching or tensing. Notice where those areas where you might be sending some excess energy to. Sending energy to the parts of the body that need it. So right now, we're mainly sending awareness energy to the hips. But if we're kind of holding on to the energy, we feel stuck within the shoulders, stiff within the face, see if you can soften in those areas. And use this as an opportunity to detox, to reset. And really slowly we'll come on out of that. So press the hands down, you can move the blocks out the way, kill your back toes, take a big step back, and we'll come on the other side. So left knee down, glide the right toes, sink the bum, the hips down and back, lift to lengthen. And exhale, find your depth. Lovely, release, let go of your block, roll on towards your hips, swing your leg out in front of you, bring your toes to point out in front of you, inner thighs hug for a moment, reach the arms, inhale, and exhale, come back, relax, right arm underneath the left, right leg over the left, wrap the leg around if you can, point the toes, point the fingers, big breath in, and exhale, squeeze, crunch, inhale, point, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, breathe in and squeeze. Release, let go of the leg, unravel the arm, we'll take it on the other way. So left leg on top of the right, left arm under the right. Pick up the feet, pick up the fingers, breathe in, squeeze, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, breathe in and squeeze. Release the feet, the arms. Take the arms nice and wide or cactus. And flop the knees to the right, look to the left. Taking a moment just to breathe into the twist. Fresh blood flow towards every single cell. And bring the feet back to the center. Flop the knees to the left and look to the right. Wonderful. Inhale. Release the legs, the arms. Taking as long as you need in this final resting position. Just release yourself to the mat, to the earth. Let the eyes go heavy, feeling light as though you could float.